Hey, welcome to the M5 motorway. When I did a video a couple of weeks back on the AX53 camera, this is exactly what I wanted to use it for. So it's these kind of spur of the moment videos when you're not really planning on doing a video, but you just decide to record an introduction or just record something. And this is one of those examples. So it just provides much better quality and much easier to do than on an iPhone, and hopefully much better stability as well, because the stabilisation on this is pretty good. Other than that, well, we've got other cameras, but this one works well for this. I just realised now I've come completely the wrong way, because I wanted to try and get a shorter route by going down to the A4 rather than the rather than coming off at the 4018. And I've now realised that it's slow already and I'm going to be stuck in tons of traffic. I hate driving home from work. I hate the commute. I love driving, but I hate the commute. Anyway, so this is just a really quick test. This is set in a car. I've got the auto exposure setting set to -0.5 just to kind of trim off all those bright bits that you might get, because the background of the car is pretty dark with the sort of B-pillar tinted glass. And the white balance is set to +1, the white balance, because it is quite a cool image on the Sony. So I've set that to +1. Focus is on auto and is picking out my face quite happily and quite nicely, seems to be. Frame rate is, shutter speed is set to 1/50th of a second. Audio is straight off the camera, but one channel only, because it records stereo, and I don't like stereo for vocal stuff, so I've just taken in the left channel only and using that. Audio levels are manual, and what else can I say? That's about it, really. The rest of it is just being done automatically by the camera. So I'll put the raw file up of this. You can download it if you want and just take a look at what you think. It's obviously in the XAVC codec, proprietary codec from Sony, and 50 megabits per second, 50 frames per second. It's pretty nice. Got a nice light on my face at the moment, coming from the sun coming through the clouds. Looks good. Now here's pretty much the same shot. I mean, my position's changed slightly, but this is pretty much the same shot being recorded in UHD, so 2160p. It says 4K on the camera. I always stress the fact it's not actually 4K, it's UHD. But again, post the raw files up, same settings as previously, but of course 25 frames per second. I am in PAL land here in the UK, so this is only 25 frames per second, not the 29.97 or whatever that a lot of you guys in the US will be used to. So I'll post this up, but for now I've got to come off the motorway. So yeah, I probably better pay attention to my driving, really, hadn't I? That's more important. See you later. Right, so let's try a slightly closer shot and see if it can still keep it stable, because obviously keeping stuff stable when it's zoomed in is even harder. But this is a slightly closer in shot. Looks a bit odd, but I can't really set stuff up too much while I'm driving. But this has a zoom on it at the moment. There's no indication on the camera. There is while you're zooming, but you know, when you're not zoomed, there's no indication of kind of what mil you're at or what focal length you're at. But that doesn't matter, you know, you can see it's just about composition. You see what you're doing, compose the shot and kind of go with it, really. It's about convenience, really. And yeah, my excuse for showing you various sites of Bristol, or just this A4, not very interesting, is just to get some footage out of the AX53. So, as I say, I'll put all these clips online for you and edit them down very slightly into a version for this, and hopefully you're not bored senseless by me waffling on.